Thank God this year's finally over. Yeah, man, this year sucked, and it's been so long. This year was awful. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Why does the clock say 11:60?
Thank you for participating in 2020, but it seems like you haven't watched any episodes of Aftershock. We apologize for any inconvenience, but please allow us to offer this episode to start your journey. Happy viewing!
Guys?
Aftershock starts now.
What's up, Cypress Bay? I'm Nicole Borman.
And I'm Alex Land, and welcome to the 400th episode of Aftershock.
But first, here's a special message from Principal Freed.
Greetings, Cypress Bay family. I want to take this opportunity to introduce you to our new initiative, Do Better, Be Better. The Do Better, Be Better initiative was created through a collaborative effort of teachers and administrators to expand on the successes of last year's Mission Kindness and Cypress Bay's designation as a No Place for Hate school. As a result, Cypress Bay High School is committed to educating ourselves and our students to use their voices to promote positive change in our school and our community by pledging to stand up against hate, discrimination, and injustices in all forms.
In solidarity with our faculty, staff, and student body, administration will be the first to take the pledge. Today, I pledge to do better and be better.
I pledge to stand up against hate, discrimination, and injustice.
I will recognize injustices in all forms.
I will speak out and inform a trusted adult.
I will examine the concern and reflect on what form of sensitivity it represents.
I will help to find a resolution that creates unity.
I will follow the Bay practices.
Together, we will do better and be better.
Let's also pledge Cypress Bay to have a great school year. Go Lightning!
Now that we're in early fall, hurricane season is in its peak.
Here's Oliver to give us more information on the recent hurricane that caused great devastation.
For some, this summer has brought out a lot of sun. But for others, it's more like this. Category 4 Hurricane Laura has just devastated the Louisiana area this past weekend. The havoc wreaked on the area has already claimed 16 innocent lives and left more than 900,000 people without power and 220,000 without water.
Water and electricity is out, and you should expect it to be out for weeks.
Setting the stage with peak winds of up to 150 miles per hour, this hurricane has become one of the strongest to ever hit the continental United States. However, just because it is 2020, that doesn't mean that this natural disaster appeared out of nowhere. Hurricanes form over warm water with the warm and cool air over it mixing together, creating a cycle that eventually leads to the formation of these destructive forces. Due to human-caused climate change, temperatures have continuously been creeping up over the past few years, which has left the door open for these titans of wind and rain to form and become stronger with each hurricane season. Louisiana is now left on the path of recovery, which has been estimated to take months. But that doesn't mean the residents can't help one another. Because no matter what storm the world may bring, the sun will always rise again. Oliver Sula, CBTV.
Bob Ross, a painting icon. Bob Ross, frankly, a legend. I love Bob Ross's paintings, so I thought, why not recreate one of his beauties? Yeah.
Little touch of the phthalo green, a very small amount. Doesn't take much, it's very strong, very strong. Okay, let's go back up here. Now maybe we'll have a little water in this painting. Inward, pull it across.
Yeah.
Like so.
Bob Ross slices and dices, he goes so fast.
And when you don't have that distinct line, I just shake the brush into the box and
beat the devil out of it.
Let's go right back over this, very firm paint, and use just the corner of the brush.
This is where it starts going downhill.
Just take it across.
This looks like the Chernobyl version of his.
This painting finished. And from all of us here, I really hope you've enjoyed it. So happy painting, and God bless. I'll see you next time.
I have to fix this.
Hi, I'm Bianca Haramijo, and this is our first installment of Dash Course. Today, I'm going to be talking about the sales extravaganza known as Labor Day. When most people think about Labor Day, they either think of the insane sales at Best Buy at BrandsMart, or that it's the first day off of the new school year. But in reality, it's far from it. Labor Day falls on the first Monday in the month of September. However, this holiday wasn't always known for its 24-hour shopping sprees and massive clearances. In the late 18th century, trade unions across America began to demand for a day where they can celebrate those working to better the country. And on September 5th, 1882, thousands of workers across the city of New York took the day off to march in the streets in protest for better working conditions. 12 years later, it was made a national holiday and has been ever since. But as the years have passed, huge sales and picnic celebrations have overwhelmed the true meaning of this day. But the sales keep coming and we keep celebrating. Bianca Haramijo, CBTV.
Hey Alex, I think I'm gonna run for class president.
I was gonna run for class president.
Well, do you know about all the information you need to know to run?
No, but here's Isabella to give us the inside scoop.
SGA is a huge part of the high school experience here at the Bay. So, in order to adjust to this new e-learning dynamic, this organization has turned to sites such as Instagram and Canvas to make this year's school elections possible.
From September 10th to 15th, all of the candidates are going to advertise themselves through their social media platforms. So that's a great time for the student body to keep a lookout and pick who they're going to vote for. And then on the 14th and 15th, voting will open up on Canvas, and those are the 2 days that the actual student body has to vote. Candidates this year are going to use social media flyers and live videos to advertise themselves. So hopefully the student body will get an opportunity to DM candidates and comment on their page to ask any questions they may have to get that interaction that they would have had if we were on campus.
Now that elections are online, ballots will be replaced with just a couple clicks during this year's voting process.
At the beginning of September, students should have gotten an invitation to join a new Canvas page for their class. So freshmen, sophomores, juniors, and seniors all have separate Canvas courses as if it's a normal class like English or math. And then when they open it, there's going to be a really big button that says Elections. And they can click it, and then there'll be an option to vote. And it'll list all of the candidates' names and be laid out very simply, so it should only take less than a few minutes to cast your vote.
While we're not in school, voting is still very important here at the Bay.
I think that voting is extremely important because just like in any normal election, you are voting for who will be your representation throughout your years of high school. So if you want to have a fun high school experience and you want to have all these things such as a senior barbecue or a really fun homecoming, a really fun prom, you need to elect people who are going to be able to do that for you.
Now that you know everything there is to know about the upcoming elections, go out there and cast your vote. Isabella Chiappini, CBTV.
Just like every year, there are tons of new phones that are releasing. So let's take a look at some of the biggest ones on today's Tech Talk. Now, some people think of foldable phones as a thing of the past, but for the second time, the Samsung Galaxy Fold 2 proves not only are they a thing of the present, but it can also be done with style. Now the phone, as the name implies, will be able to fold to allow for two different kinds of screens, one for a wider version while the other one goes for a regular phone screen look. It'll start selling at $2,000 and start shipping on September 18th. The Google Pixel came back this year with the Google Pixel 4a at a starting price of $349. Even though the price is considered to be lower than the average smartphone, it's still able to provide everything you need and even at such a low price. And finally, we have the iPhone 12, which is speculated to come out this year around October. The iPhone 12 base model will start at $699 and will come out with many new features, such as new screen sizes, longer battery life, and being the first 5G iPhone. Thanks for coming with me on this Tech Talk. I'm Eric Marone, CBTV.
One day, 3 people and 1 dog, 1 survivor.
Yeah, you know, I mean, it's really hard, obviously, surviving on the island, away from all civilization. But I talked with Sammy, and we have a plan. We're gonna vote out Morgan tonight, so it should be really easy. So yeah, easy vote.
Mentally, I'm doing amazing. Overall, I'm doing pretty well. I'm making a lot of new friends. I'm having really fun time. This is my game.
Quoi? Je ne comprends pas. Je suis supposée être en vacances.
Okay, survivors, once the votes are read, the person voted out must leave the tribal council area immediately. And now for the first vote. Morgan. Alex. Alex. Last vote. Alex. Alex, you need to leave the tribal council area immediately. Alex, the tribe has spoken.
You know, you can all go
This is a log cabin in the late 1970s. And that tiny figure is 4-year-old Misha looking out into the field. But when one takes a closer look at this 5-acre goat farm near Missoula, Montana, they would see a dream beginning to sprout.
We got 2 television stations, so we weren't really watching TV very much. There weren't even Blockbusters then. It was that long ago. There was a store called Curtis Mathis. And so we would go into Missoula and go to Curtis Mathis and then pick out the movies. I came across this movie, Annie, and I watched it a lot. I think I've probably seen it between 70 to 90 times. And I can actually repeat almost all of the dialogue throughout the whole movie.
The dream of entering the film industry seemed like a long shot.
I had a mentor of mine, and she said, okay, Misha, I want you to just close your eyes and without thinking, tell me what you would be doing if you could do anything in the world. And what came to my mind was that I would go to film school in London. And she just looked at me, and there was this long silence where I thought, like, how am I supposed to do that? What now?
Flash forward to over 10 years later, and the industry has helped frame many aspects of Misha's life.
10 years ago, I was working on a film. I was producing a film called The Immortal Augustus Gladstone. And I ended up meeting the writer and director. And we have since gotten married and have been married for about 10 years.
The pair have worked on various other productions together, such as their daughter, Opal.
You may limit yourself and think that, we are limited by the circumstances that we're in. And in fact, the fact that I grew up on a goat farm in Montana, we got all of our clothes at rummage sales. For me to come from there to finding myself in London going to film school was miraculous.
Starting off in a log cabin, Misha Jakubczyk has gone from struggling to find movies to making them herself. And this movie is far from over. Sabrina Aris, CBTV.
You missed me. This week, we're gonna be looking at some of the hottest memes of the past few weeks. I'm Luca Vieira, and this is Memescope. Hey Lois, look! Memescope is back.
My name is Jeff.
You are going to Brazil! This meme, which originated on iFunny of all places, depicts random individuals being summoned to the hellish South American wasteland of Brazil, aka the land of yours truly. Eu realmente amo a internet. The unexpected and random nature of your going to Brazil makes for pretty good meme replies and spoofs. I'm giving it a decent 4 out of 5. Men with the Time Machine. This meme, a derivative of the whole Chad and Wojak series of memes, depicts what could happen if stinky, dumb women were given a time machine versus how strong, intelligent men would handle the same situation. The sheer versatility of this meme is just what makes it great. I'm giving it a strong 5 out of 5. And now, the worst meme in recent memory! Mentally, I am here. I've got nothing really to say for this one. Just another generic Twitter meme made for girls who use astrology to justify their wrongdoings. God, did I just randomly scream in the middle of Target? Guess I can't help being a Gemini! You know the drill. I'm giving it a 1 out of 5. Well, those are all the memes we had for this week. I'm Luca Vieira, and Baba Booey.
Imagine giving a presentation to a bunch of people, but you can't see them or hear them.
Wow, that must be hard. Why do you say that?
That's what teachers have to go through every day. Here's Kim to tell us some more.
When it comes to e-learning, many people think of the students and how they are being impacted. But let's take a step back and think about those running the show, the teachers.
Such a big difference. I try to imagine when I sometimes go to school that I'm in my class so I could at least maybe feel as if I'm actually back.
Teachers have put on their star act to be helpful for their students. But with cameras off and students muted, it can be difficult to gain that connection.
The classroom is intimate. You can develop a physical relationship with because you're right there in front of somebody. There's a conversation, and that's a beautiful dynamic. The reaching out has to take place differently. It has to, you literally have to find a way to grab through that screen and then pull it in.
Some teachers have found that this e-learning format can actually benefit the class.
In fact, I think that I'm able to reach all of my goals through e-learning that I would normally want to reach. I would say maybe the only thing is in an English course, it's a little bit more difficult to read everything digitally. But for the most part, I do not think that there are negative impacts on my courses because of e-learning.
So students, next time you feel frustrated with online school, just remember everyone is going through this together. Kimberly Blum, CBTV.
How's it going, Cypress Bay? I'm Andrew Sobel, and today I'm going to show you a fresh and easy new move that'll rock the dance floor. The move is most commonly known as the sponge bump, and it's a simple footwork dance. You start by jumping to the right on your right foot and having your left leg in the air. Next, jump a bit to the left on your right foot and cross your left leg behind your right leg, like this. Make sure you keep your balance while you jump and cross your leg. Then, jump to the left and switch your balance from your right foot to your left foot. Once you are on your left leg, jump a bit to the right and cross your right leg the way you did with the left earlier. Repeat these few steps slowly, learning the motions and the steps. Once you get the hang of it, you can speed up to whatever pace you're comfortable with. Hope you enjoyed and learned from this tutorial. Andrew Sobel, CBTV.
Hi guys, I'm Mia Batista and also the host of this new cooking show, Amateur Hour. 2 contestants will be facing off in one speed round of cooking a vegetable omelet. Both have 40 minutes to complete their dish, but they will be cooking at separate times. Let's go meet them.
Hi, I'm Megan and I think the competition is going to be pretty tough today. Hi, I'm Samantha and I have no culinary experience whatsoever.
Go in 3, 2, 1.
Just happened.
Based on presentation, I'll let you guys decide who the winner is. Thanks for watching. Mia Batista, CBTV.
That's all for this week's episode of Aftershock.
If you want to watch previous episodes, check out our YouTube channel at Cypress Bay CBTV and follow us on all our social medias.
I'm Alex Land.
And I'm Nicole Borman. Thank you for watching.